So, this is our new house, and you will find it on in our YouTube channel, maybe under some old listing somewhere. I think we probably deleted the old ads, but this was Stone and Garden House. And if you type in Stone and Garden House Bulgaria, you'll see the video we made a year and a half ago, I suppose, when we first found this place. And we had it for sale for quite a while before we decided, why aren't we buying this place? We love this house so much, so we ended up buying it. And now we're renovating it, and we're looking to move in soon as possible. And I thought it'd be interesting, to do a couple videos and just show you the difference that we're making. Maybe do a few of these videos. Kind of update how the renovation's going. Unfortunately, due to lockdown, everything got put on hold for about 2 months, and it's just getting back to normal now. So we're behind schedule, which is often the way anyway. But we were hoping to be in by now. We're hoping now to be in within the next 6 weeks, and that might look ambitious when I show you around, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the garden's massively overgrown, which is a shame. We were hoping to put a lawn and a seating area, but I've actually got some guys turning up. We're going to dig out this area underneath the grapes. Eventually it's going to be a hard standing with nicely tiled, but for now we're just going to put some gravel down, just so we've got some shaded area to sit in. I pruned all the grapes back and they're growing like mad again, so this whole area is covered in shade, which you probably see in the original video. All the pomegranates are in flower, which is exciting. All the Drian, I've forgotten what the English name is for these sour cherries, maybe. But yeah, everything's coming on alright. So yeah, we're going to clear through here. We're going to have a nice gravel area underneath here. We're going to have a lawn space here for baby to play on, and all around the outside of this, underneath all these fruit trees, I'm going to kind of keep wild and use for growing things like melons and squash and courgettes, and just have it, and lots of wildflowers and things like that all around the outsides of the lawn. I might stick a few things in there this year, but that'll probably be for next year. You can see I'm walking over a big pile of rubble where we've knocked a wall out to make a doorway. Just taking some of these old timbers out of the barn. I'm going to use these for a nice rustic feel in the garden. Got a job in mind for these. This is what's going to be the vegetable garden, and we actually started this polytunnel area. This is going to be covered just to start off seeds, just a basic little thing for starting off seeds. This was overgrown like mad, and I've just scythed it all down with an old antique scythe I found. So I mean, at the moment it looks like this is often the way with any house renovation. You kind of go backwards before you can go forwards. We've ended up dumping a load of rubbish in the garden. We've made a mess, but it's looking good on the inside. And yeah, I think actually, if you haven't seen the original video, maybe go back now and have a look at the original video first, and then you can see the difference we've made. So we've had all new PVC and aluminium doors put in. Yeah, we took out, you might have seen the old metal window frame there, we took all of that out. New windows. Can't see today, it's a bit hazy, but we can see the mountains just about through there, which is lovely. We've got fly nets on all of the opening parts of all the windows, so we can get a nice breeze through in the summer without getting the mosquitoes in. Had a guy in here helping me plaster. I did all the plastering in the last house, and I really didn't fancy doing it again. But he's done a great job. I didn't want anything amazing, I just wanted it functioning and working. Just a clean basic. Oh, that light doesn't work, I need a new bulb there. But yeah, you can see it's all been replastered. And all these plaster boards you see here are actually for the ceilings in the bathroom. So you might see we've got like quite big cracks in the ceilings, and as I explain in a lot of our house videos, it's just generally like bamboo with lime and sand and stuff just kind of slapped up there, so it doesn't, it gets a lot of movement when, it easily breaks over the time these houses have been standing. So yeah, we're putting up all new ceilings in nearly every room. The living room's not actually too bad. We've just got one crack across the middle there, so what we're actually going to try is just cover it in a mesh and plaster over this one and see how that goes. I do like the tall ceilings, but the rooms that we're reducing it, we're only reducing by about 10-15 centimetres. So this is what's going to be our bedroom now. I'm going to keep nice wooden floors. Again, got new windows there. I've left that old window there. We're going to cover that up. We're not going to use that. It's just going to be a big wardrobe in front of it. New ceiling going in here. You can see this one's really cracked. Yeah, going to put a little wood burner in there, maybe an aircon unit, we'll see. This is going to be the spare room and baby's room. Yeah, I really wanted to keep this beautiful original floor. This is all actually hand painted. It looks a bit of a mess, but it will clean up nicely. But apparently it's too hard for the baby, so we've got a carpet coming in now. And yeah, this old sort of ceiling's horrible, so new ceiling going up here next week. All the original electrics are working. You see, like, we've got a light switch there, and every single light bulb has a kind of cable, wire, twisted wire like this coming down that leads to a switch like that. You can turn the light off, which we're not keeping any of that. Again, the last house I renovated, we put all the electrics in the wall. This one, save a bit of time and money, and because I'm not really that bothered and I kind of like the look of it, we're going to go industrial style. We're going to have cable on top of the wall, so just like pipe. We're going to take all, this is going to be disconnected in the next week or two. We'll plaster over all the holes that have been left, and we're just going to run cable straight down and then round the room to a couple sockets. You know, we heavily decorate our houses anyway with lots of Indian wall hangings and all kinds of stuff, so it's going to be barely noticeable, and you know, that's absolutely fine for us for now. Keeping this old cabinet that came with the house. You can't see in here, nothing's really happened. This is, no, you can't see. Well, this is what's going to be the bathroom. It's a little 2x4 metre room. Nothing's happened yet, apart from we just cleared everything out. We've got toilet, that's the toilet in that box there. We've got a shower in a box in there. We've got everything we need, all the drains, we've got all the tiles. I don't know if I showed you the tiles there, but yeah, we've got everything. It just needs to all be put together now. Going to keep these nice original wooden doors and paint those this week. I've actually got my mum coming around today to help me with some painting. She's going to do the door frames for me, which is a great help. So this is what's going to be the living room. And if you look on the original video, that doorway is not there. Down below is what we're going to have as the kitchen, and before you had to go outside the front door, down the steps, outside and in through that door. You can see that's open down there. So yeah, we decided that we would knock that through and dig out the floor and put in a few steps down there so we can get through to the kitchen. So yeah, that's what it's looking like at the moment. We're going to have got this big wardrobe in the way, which is going to go in our bedroom, but it's hard to see. Yeah, that's the entrance to the chimney there, so we're going to have a little wood burner on that wall somewhere. We're going to have some sofas where I'm standing now, and we're going to have a pull-down screen in front of those windows and a projector on the ceiling so we can watch films and stuff on the big screen, which will be lovely. So, I mean, this room really just needs to be, the ceiling needs to be plastered, electrics need to be put in, painted, got carpet coming in here as well. Need to sort out these steps a little bit, they're not quite finished yet, but I mean, they're fine. But this is going to be a utility room, hard to see, I'll stand out the way. All these boxes is the brand new kitchen I've ordered. It all came flat packs, I've got to put that together and I'm dreading it a little bit because there's about 100 boxes. That boiler's getting taken off, but we're going to put a new boiler in here. Going to put a washing machine in here, and maybe keep the shower. It's kind of a wet room. Might use it for cleaning the dogs. I don't know. We'll see. Probably do it outside. Anyway, that room's not too important right now. This little hallway I'm in right now just needs painting, and then this is what's going to be the kitchen. I'm just working in here at the minute. I just plastered this one last week. Just taking all these cupboard doors off, painting everything. I actually just whitewashed it yesterday just to give it a clean and to get some moisture into the fresh plaster. And it's given it a really good coat of paint. So I think actually it's just one coat of paint today and it's going to be ready to go. I haven't bothered with this wall because that's where all the kitchen units are going to go. We've got lovely fake wooden tiles for the floor, that's going in next week. I'm going to tile all around, this is like a splashback. Might even keep that original tap as it's there. Not sure, I was going to put a new one in, but actually that might just be about the right place for it. Obviously going to remove that electrical socket. That's not going to be disconnected. So yeah, it will be rewired. Finish painting these cupboard doors and put them all back on. So yeah, that's just a bit of an update really of how the house is looking, what's possible. Yeah, we reckon that, I suppose, these renovations, including materials, are going to cost us around 25,000 lev. And like I said, we're not doing it. We're not doing it high-end renovation. You know, we're keeping the materials and the parts fairly cheap. You know, we're not buying the nicest tiles. We're not buying the cheapest ones either. Same with toilets and showers. We haven't gone the cheapest, but we've gone, you know, lower range, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be. We're really, really happy with how it's coming together and how it's going to look. We've got the vision. Yeah, with a lot of these houses, you've really got to be able to sort of see past this kind of. I mean, well, you'll see from looking at the original video again, but yeah, you've got to be able to see past what's there originally and get an idea for what you can do with the place. We're just really excited about getting in here now. Eventually we're going to have the outside rendered because there's some bits of render missing like there. Not too bad all in all, but I might even do this myself this summer. Going to have all of this tiled. Yeah, and I mean, if we run out of money, we've got fruit to live off. These fruit trees are just full. Got loads of cherries, loads of grapes coming on. Loads of peaches, apricots, apples, pears, figs. I always forget the English name for these things. Oh, there's just so much fruit. And yeah, I've got a guy coming to help me clear the vegetable garden tomorrow. Just fixed my rotavator, so the next video, hopefully, this whole garden here is going to be turned over, cleaned up, and I'm going to have 100 tomato plants, 100 pepper plants, 50 sweet corn plants, cucumbers, melons. Everything you can imagine will be growing here. It's all going to be pretty crammed in, but that's going to stop the weeds coming through. So yeah, there you have it. There's a little update of Stone and Garden House. I'll do another one probably in a couple of weeks' time, show you the progress. And I'll do another one when we're finished, if we ever finish it. There you go.